Hey folks, I'm Dan. Let's ramble about Anthem. Now that we've got some new info on the game, I'm sure lots of you have been asking some questions. If it's online, should I even bother? Does this really count as a BioWare game? Why can't I make out with something? To answer all those questions, I don't know. Look at me. Is this the face of a man with answers? I'm just here to discuss. And maybe talk the game up a little. Grab a drink and join me. As a new IP, Anthem is intriguing to say the least. It's got plenty of new ideas, but at the same time, lots of old BioWare staples. Hubs filled with characters to chat up, squad-based combat, a mysterious precursor race. That helps keep it anchored just enough in familiarity to have that twinge of nostalgia even as you fly your legally not quite Iron Man butt around with your buddies. Speaking of the jetpacks, doesn't the exploration look rad as hell? I enjoyed the sense of discovery in recent games like Dragon Age Inquisition and Mass Effect Andromeda, and this seems like a natural progression of that. From feet to horse to jump pack to nomad and now Supergirl to the rescue. Look, I'm just really into superheroes right now. Let me have this. It's interesting how the jetpacks will figure into combat, giving it a verticality never really seen before in a BioWare game. Sure, Andromeda let you shoot up to a high point and float in midair during what I call please shoot me mode, but Anthem is looking to take it plenty further. Moving around in the air while shooting, then plowing into the ground because you're terrible at multitasking? I expect fun times. But hey, it's not all about flying and combat. This is a BioWare game after all. It's a new direction, but that old touch is still there. That's why you get to converse with all your buddies back at base when you're not raising hell. Then you make up headcanons about who wants to make out with your player character because there unfortunately aren't any romance options this time around. But let's be honest, you were gonna do that anyway. Besides, as a friend of mine said, Baldur's Gate didn't have romance options either. So maybe let's tone it down a little. And then there's arguably the most divisive element of the entire game, the co-op. I figure there are two ways to handle this for someone who's genuinely against the idea. First, you can give it a try before judging it and find out that maybe it's more fun than you thought. Second, you can admit the game wasn't made for you and just let the inevitably new players have their fun. Look, if there's a point to all this gibberish, I'm hoping it's this. Don't write off BioWare just because they're doing something different. There's nothing wrong with enjoying co-op games. There's nothing wrong with being annoyed by the lack of romances. It's even fine to kind of be put off by the lack of a new Dragon Age or Mass Effect announcement. But there's plenty wrong with trying to break them down for trying something new. Anthem can bring in new players as well as more money to fund the projects you're looking forward to. If Anthem succeeds, BioWare succeeds. If it fails, then what do you think are the chances of Dragon Age 4 coming anytime soon? Besides, if you want to scratch that romance itch, it looks like the new Assassin's Creed has you covered. Yeah, I can't believe I just said that either. So be nice and be patient. Thanks for watching.